and welcome to the main evening news, the headlines. Government planning emergency legislation next week to allow for the return of inadmissible asylum seekers to the UK.
My focus as Minister for Justice is making sure that we have an effective immigration structure and system. That's why I'm introducing fast processing. That's why I'll have emergency legislation at Cabinet this week.
Israel says it will defer its planned operation into Rafah if there is a hostage deal. Pharmacists say they're facing a shortage of up to 300 medicines and warn the situation could get worse. And for the first time in 70 years, an Irishman is crowned UK champion trainer as Willie Mullins reigns supreme. The Taoiseach Simon Harris has asked the Justice Minister to bring emergency laws to Cabinet to enable inadmissible international protection applicants to be sent back to the UK. And it's the most ever paid for any Titanic artefact. Now here's Paul with all today's sports news.
Thanks, Kate. Good evening. The all-conquering Willie Mullins has been crowned champion trainer in Britain. Al Fabiola finished second in the celebration chase at Sandown to secure the title for Mullins on a day when he added the Gold Cup to his illustrious list of victories.
They might look the same, they might sound the same, but these celebrations for a man all too familiar with the winner's enclosure were different.
To that man, Willie Mullins, congratulations, sir.
This was Willie Mullins basking in the glory of being crowned champion trainer in the United Kingdom. The legendary Vincent O'Brien, the last Irishman to scale those lofty heights back in 1954.
To do something that the legend of the game, Vincent O'Brien, did 70 years ago, not something I ever had on my mind to do because I didn't think it could be done. You hope to win the Irish Championship. You never dream of winning the British one. And to do it against the likes of Paul Nicholls, Nicky Henderson, Dan Skelton, all guys that have good teams, very good trainers.
Minella Kakuna's success in Sandown coming on a momentous day for Mullins.
Minella Kakuna wins the Bet 365 to put a full stop on a great season for the Mullins camp.
His nephew Danny on board for yet one more victory to add to the Carlow trainers' tally of triumphs.
It's something that shouldn't be achievable, and he's gone and done it, and everyone was saying it was over after last week, and we just kept thinking it's not done till it's done.
JP McManus.
JP McManus betted today too. He was crowned champion owner in the United Kingdom. Among those to pay tribute on this milestone day, a man who was pivotal to so many of Mullins' magical memories.
I think it's phenomenal, and I think it's an unbelievable achievement. It's a managerial achievement. I think other sports will be making a lot more of it.
Many will try to emulate him, but today confirmed there is only one Willie Mullins. Eamon Horan, RTE News.
Ireland have secured a spot at the Women's Rugby World Cup with the dramatic late win over Scotland. They saw off the Scots 15-12 to finish third in the Six Nations Championship.
What a difference a week makes. 7 days on from the low of a 78-point defeat comes the high of World Cup qualification. Ellis Martin's try was the solitary score of a disappointing first half. Ireland made the ideal start to the second.
Chance here to break through. Brittany Hogan out to Corrigan, trying to finish in the corner. Corrigan gets Ireland's first try.
What a start to the second half.
The momentum turned back in Scotland's favour after a converted Lisa Thompson try. After Cliona Maloney's converted try, the sides were level once again. Ultimately, Ireland's Dana O'Brien was the match winner.
Silence in King's Pan, followed by the cheers of the Irish crowd. Ireland hit the front, 15 points to 12.
We had a very heavy defeat last week, and I think that built the fuel for the fire. It was never going to be a straight run in this Six Nations, but I'm very proud. We said at a half-time we've every belief that we could win this game.
We've come through so much as a group, and every single one of us, management, players, backstaff, people who aren't here today, and all our supporters, everyone means everything.
As well as World Cup qualification, Ireland have also secured promotion to the top tier of the WXV international competition. Dave Kelly, RTE News.
Leinster have suffered another defeat on their travels in South Africa. They were heavily beaten by the Stormers, 42-12, making it 2 defeats on the road for a largely understrength team. Leinster's first team remain in Dublin to prepare for next week's Champions Cup semi-final against Northampton. And Munster, on the other hand, have made it 2 bonus point wins in a row in South Africa. They led the Bulls 23-6 at half-time and further stretched their lead after the break, thanks to a Shane Daly try, before securing the bonus late on, 33-13. The final score there. Also tonight, Connacht are up against Dragons in Wales. Irish boxers are celebrating on the double at the European Elite Championships. Shannon Sweeney won a brilliant gold in the 50 kilos class, the Mayo boxer overcoming her Bulgarian opponent on a split decision to add to her 2022 bronze. And in the past hour, Aoife O'Rourke won gold at 75 kilos with a hard-fought victory against her Russian opponent. It's a 3rd European gold for the Castlereagh Olympian. There's been more success for the Irish at the European Para-Swimming Championships. It was silver all round this evening. Ellen Keane won a silver in the 100 metres breaststroke final. Roisin Ní Riain came second in the 200 metres individual medley, her 5th medal of the championship, while Nicole Turner also won silver and was just touched out for gold in a great race in the 50 metres butterfly. Now, Armagh are into the Ulster final after a narrow win over Down. The sides were level at half-time before a second Down goal put them in front. Armagh battled back and a stoppage time score from substitute Jason Duffy sealed the win in front of more than 12,000 in Clonus to advance to the final for the 2nd year in a row. In ladies football, Kerry beat Cork 114-110, while Tipperary were 4-5 to 11 points winners over Waterford in the Munster Championship. There was a surprise in the Leinster Hurling Championship as a late Antrim surge saw them past Wexford. Antrim were 7 points down at one point, but fought back to win by 2, 222-220. The final score in Corrigan Park.
We died a death with 1,000 swords this week. You know, they took out the swords after what happened in Nolan Park last weekend. You have to remember, huge amount of that team went to the field last weekend, hadn't hit a ball all year. They gave everything they could last week, they get everything they could today. Easy targets. That's what we were all week. You know, we're fed up of moral victories. That's a victory here for the people of Antrim that were ridiculed during the week of what they're doing.
Sheffield United have been relegated from the Premier League after a 5-1 defeat at Newcastle. Manchester United drew 1-1 with Burnley. Liverpool's title hopes are all but over after a draw with West Ham. The Hammers took the lead before the break from a Jared Bowen header before Liverpool scored twice to take the lead. Andy Robertson and an own goal doing the damage, but West Ham struck back 13 minutes from time. Mo Salah and Jurgen Klopp had a touchline argument as the Liverpool manager's time in charge of the club nears an end.
There's nothing really to say about that because it's you see the games. It's like it is. How I said, we came here together and we go through that together. That's all. The boys wanted. The boys fought hard. The boys gave up everything. For some of them, was definitely too hard today. Yeah, that's it.
Shane Lowry and Rory McIlroy are into the back nine in their 3rd round at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. The pair are 5 under for the day, playing the 12th. That's 18 under overall, and that leaves them currently in a share of 8th place, 4 shots off the lead. And Ireland's Dominic Cunningham finished 5th in the final of the vault at the European Gymnastics Championships in Rimini. He completed his routines with an average score of 13.966. James Hickey finished 6th in the final of the junior pommel horse. It follows Rhys McClanahan's gold medal in yesterday's pommel horse final on a good week for Irish gymnastics. That's all from me on a busy day of sport, so it's back over to Kate.
Thanks, Paul.